What is happening, folks? Welcome to Gameplay, the eSports show that keeps you in the know of all things high school and university eSports. My name is Collins Manyame, aka Scara in the eSports streets, and today, yeah, I know you noticed it already, it's a bit of change of scenery. It's my route. So y'all get to chill with me for today, get to experience what it looks like from my stream's point of view. But aside from that, there has been a bit of traveling up and down, so some improvisation has been needed. So this is just going to be temporary. But doesn't mean I'm still not going to get you guys the best and most recent content from esports locally. But in this episode, we will be focusing on some AGC memories from one of the ACGL admins and also seeing the amazing event Shift Gaming that took place recently. But alongside that, also I'll be sharing some insights of something regarding something I'm very passionate about. So no interview today, but it is a one-on-one for once. I actually haven't had that opportunity to have a proper one-on-one, so it's going to be very interesting and exciting for me. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. So jumping right into things, let's get right into the first one, the AGC memory. So this comes from one of the ACGL admins on the ground from the AGC event, talking about the success of the event, but also the impact that came along with it. Let's take a look.
So I am Ethan, also known as Elkster, and I am one of the tournament operators and administrators here at ACGL. Yo, this event, it was a lot, it was lots of things happening, lots of games happening. But honestly, the most important thing for this event was just making sure that we stayed organized, make sure that everything had its set times, we were following the schedule, and honestly just keeping everyone happy, like it's always very important at a LAN event. I think just the sheer amount of things happening, like as you can see, we have Rocket League happening right now. We had Fortnite happening behind us over there. There was a lot of things happening. And so honestly, it got it quite tough to manage all of it, but I'm really happy with us and the team. I think we've done a great job. I think for me, just being able to see the smiles and the happiness of the different students who are playing and the different participants in general, I think that really it really made it so special. It's not something that you can find online, but in physical, in LAN environments, it's something that you can tangibly see. And I think that for me really was the highlight. I just want to see more, honestly. I think the only place we can go from here is up. This was a really good event, and I can already see it being so much better. I'm really excited to see the next iteration.
Seeing just how much of an effect and impact the AGC event has had, not only on the day, but from the weeks after that, it is really cool to see, and I'm really excited to be able to see more of that coming through with the years to come, because AGC has only just begun. But moving into the next one, let's talk about the Shift Gaming experience. And this is something I've been preaching about time and time again. And if you guys missed out, I don't know what to tell you, because this was an absolute fireworks showcase. Let's take a look at the event as a whole and catch up with a few people that took place at the event.
My name is James Ndimba, working here at ACGL at the MTN Shift Gaming experience at Kanawa.
Okay, I'm Carl Lamprecht and I'm the esports teacher at Kira Durbanville High School.
Hi, my name is Nikita Phyllis. That's all. My name is Alex Davids. Gamer tag Deadbird.
So yes, I am a gamer. I normally play FC24, so FIFA generally. Yeah, that's my type of game, sports, football. So FC24 is my game.
At the moment, it's mostly just the coaching and managing the team. Used to play a little bit of games many moons ago, mostly sort of the what do you call it? RPG, no? Something like that. And but nowadays I've got little ones, so I don't get much time to play games.
I wouldn't say I'm a gamer, but I do play games. My favorite is Roblox and Minecraft, and I play a little bit of The Sims, I am a gamer. I mostly play Genshin Impact, Fortnite, Apex, Yu-Gi-Oh, games like those.
So I feel like traveling to Joburg, definitely seeing all the malls in Joburg since I'm based in Cape Town. Seeing the competition there as well has been really, really crazy. Like, I never knew Joburg had that much talent, so definitely seeing the talent abroad has been my highlight.
So just the amount of people coming to view it and all the equipment and other games and so on available for the people to experience, really good.
Teasing the staff and just like going around playing games and just catching on nonsense now and then. The mic issue. It's really funny, but we eventually got it resolved.
I definitely would see this happening at a lot more malls because like it brings a lot of engagement for people. Like we'll see so many children so excited to see it. So like bringing the youth, basically keeping them grounded as well, because like playing games, there's no harm in that, especially when you promote it, handing them prizes and stuff. It makes the children so happy. So seeing the youth being happy so much, it's like, I'd say there's a no-brainer for that, so yeah.
Yes, I think it's a good exposure for the gaming industry. I see the learners, they really enjoy it, and obviously just to show the parents what it's all about so they can also experience it with their kids and so on.
I'd say yes. A lot of people probably enjoy it or so, but I would say yes. I would say yes. I think it's a nice experience for new people and for like children that wants to get into gaming and stuff. And the tournaments that you host is like,
I think it holds opportunities as well.
yeah.
So, even though Shift Gaming Experience has concluded, that does not mean you still don't have any action to catch within the off-season. And just because the ASL and AUL leagues have been dormant, doesn't mean you still can't catch all of that action live on some of the Twitch channels, and that being twitch.tv/African Esports or twitch.tv/Kiro Esports, where you can catch up with all of the upcoming action. And remember, we still have the Kiro National LAN that is coming up this October, so you do not want to miss out on that, and make sure you are staying tuned and in tune with all of the action. Alrighty, now it's time to take a breather, take a short break, plug in our controllers. I've been saying this, I'm a bit of a washed gamer, even I need a break sometimes, but on the other side of this, it's going to be a one-on-one chat and me just talking about a bit more about my passion, casting, and how you can start getting more intertwined and growing if you're really passionate and love the field of shoutcasting. See you on the other side. Welcome back to the show, folks. And now it's time to have a little chat with you guys about something I've been really passionate about: shoutcasting. So some people still may not have an idea, and maybe some parents watching right now may not have an idea on what exactly that is. And allow me to actually let you know a bit more about what this is and how beneficial it can actually be. So shoutcasting, in a very general sense, is you have sports, for instance, right? In any sport, there's always someone speaking over a game. A commentator, right? That is essentially what a shoutcaster is, but for esports and for professional gaming. You have commentators who speak over some of these professional events and professional games that are being played, and they bring a voice and a bit of passion to the game that they are watching, or the viewer that is watching. So why I really love this is because it's a way for you to actually express yourself and express your love for your game. And there's one thing you will always hear constantly from every shoutcaster is, don't cast a game you do not love or do not play. Yes, you can maybe do it, like maybe if it's impromptu or you need it last minute, but if it's something that you want to carry on with, you think, oh, CSGO is the most popular title, let me do that. If you don't play CSGO, don't do that to yourself. Much rather go for something that you actually feel a love for, or maybe you feel a passion for. That is more valuable in the long run than trying to force it with something that you're not really intertwined with as much. So you're starting to think now, maybe how can I actually get involved into shoutcasting? How can I get into it? I mean, the first thing is I'd potentially say start casting some practice games. And that's how I started learning. I never knew I'd be able to get into shoutcasting, but a way for you to start getting more intertwined and start learning and growing and honing your skill as a shoutcaster is practice. Practice on little games, whether you're playing with your friends, if it's a Call of Duty lobby, if it's a Rocket League lobby, if it's a Fortnite lobby, even if it's a VOD. Anything that you can just put your voice over and commentate over can bring so much value and actually give you a lot more practice than you think. So that is the first step, obviously, in trying to start getting into shoutcasting, is starting to practice the craft, learning how to figure out these plays and figure out these call outs, or even how to sort of handle yourself on a broadcast. Second of all, also speaking on broadcast, sitting in front of a cam like this. That is the most important thing, is being confident in front of a camera. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're going to be at the highest level, casting the highest level of games, you will need to be able to be very, very confident in front of a camera. So learning to be able to do that is also very important. And how you can do that is, as I said before, maybe if you're doing a practice game, set up your web camera. If you don't have a web camera, use your phone. Set up your phone, record yourself. And then you can also listen back and see, how can I improve on this? How can I do better? And trust me, I know more than anyone how cringe and how uncomfortable it can be sometimes to listen to your own voice. But that's the most important thing, is needing to feel that uncomfortability and trying to see how you can improve on that, how you can do better. And trust me, that will help you out so much in the future. But aside from that also, now you're probably thinking, okay, cool. I've recorded myself, I'm feeling a bit confident in front of the camera, my skills are getting there. How do I start getting my name out there? Very simple. Start creating a show reel, first of all, for yourself. If you can create a show reel and you can understand, okay, cool, I know that I want to be able to start casting for brands or for tournaments, but how can I show them that I am valuable or worthy? Well, with a show reel, it at least kind of, in a sense, is like a highlight reel or maybe a montage to show, okay, this is the skills that I can offer you. And trust me, there's so many casters at the highest level that will tell you just how important a show reel can be. So if you can get that ready for yourself, get that going. And also reaching out to all tournament organizers, telling them, hey, listen, I'd love to cast one of these games, and putting your name down and saying, hey, if you have a Rocket League event in future, please think of me or consider me for that future event. Because there's been times where a brand like ACGL have had people come up to them and be like, hey guys, I want to be able to cast an event, whether it's for the high school leagues or even the university leagues. And trust me, there is so much space for so many games. FIFA, Fortnite, Rocket League. I mean, so many casters that are in the space will tell you, hey, there's still more space needed for casters that want to come in. And there's so many casters that will also be willing to teach. I mean, myself, I'm very open to people who want to come up to me and know how else they can improve or where they can sort of look for opportunities. And I may not be the best person, because I mean, there's casters that have been in the game for a much longer time than me, or know a whole lot more, or can even give you even better advice than I can give you. But at the same time, we're all here to make sure that we can all grow, because at the end of the day, esports locally for South Africa is ever growing, and we don't want to be in a space where we're hindering that growth. Especially myself, I never want to be able to be the person that stops that growth. So I will always be open to allowing for people who are maybe passionate, want to get into casting, and just dive right into that. So if that's something you're interested in, I mean, I'm completely open. You can check me out on my social media platforms. On Twitter, it's Skara. On Instagram as well, find it's Skara as well. Facebook at Collins Manyame. So if you want to check me out, send me a message, and you maybe want to know even more about it, I'd love to be insightful as much as possible. But I don't think there's really too much to say. But aside from what I've said, I think casting is so beautiful because, as mentioned before, it is something that you can use to express yourself, whether you're a color caster or you're an analyst caster or a play-by-play. And I actually didn't even explain that part. Let me actually do that. So there's actually a few, roles that comes into shoutcasting. So play-by-play is obviously your one that will have, oh, he's going in, he's going to get the kill, he's going to go for it. So you have, your little action bit here and there that kind of tells a story of what's happening consecutively. Then you have your color caster. Color caster essentially adds flavor. They kind of are the more analytical ones, or kind of bring in stats to kind of fill in a void here and there, and also just sort of give context as well to people who may not know what they're watching, and give people a real idea of what exactly is going on. And then you have your analytic side, your analyst. Those are the brainiacs, those are the ones that break down plays, break down how a team can do better, or how a team won a certain round, or how a player can even sort of capitalize on certain gaps and holes in their opponent's sort of arsenal. So when you kind of look at all of this, there's so much space for you as a person to kind of use and grow yourself and express yourself. Whether you're a brainiac, you love to break down things to a molecule and understand how one play worked, or maybe you enjoy sort of bringing life to a broadcast and, being the loud voice, the hype man, or someone that just enjoys giving the context or explaining or breaking down what exactly is going on in the certain moment, or bringing in those stats. There is a space for you. So if you want to get into casting, I am encouraging you, please. It is an absolutely amazing field, and although it is still growing and the opportunities are not as lucrative at a lower level or maybe at a mid level, you have to be obviously at the highest level, but just learning that craft can actually get you into so many spaces you didn't think. I mean, I've been an MC at some of the biggest events locally. I mean, I've emceed at an event with Nasty C. I mean, I'm even hosting a show right now. So there's so much that shoutcast can actually do for you that you'd never really expect. So for me, I'd say go for it. If you're thinking about it, do it. You know what they say about Nike? Just do it. Anyways, that's going to be the show for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And actually, I enjoyed this. I might try to do this more often. I'll try to convince them to do this more often. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I've been Skara. This has been Gameplay. I'll catch you next week. Same time, same place. Take care. Stay safe. And GG's, game.